Gayatri,
A very good evening to everyone. I'm Neha, Ambassador of Change for GETI, that is Global Education and Training Institute, founded and conceptualized by Dr. Sunita Gandhi, a vision about which we just saw in the video. And taking forward our crusade for disruptive education, we are back again with another very disruptive session, and we're joined this evening by Mr. Ashok Kumar Thakur, who is the founder and director of Muni International School based in Delhi. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. And it is my great pleasure to welcome sir as he talks about innovation in education through values. And condensing his vast experience in this topic, we are very enthusiastic to learn what sir has to impart today. Thank you so much, sir. A very warm welcome to you once again. Thank you so much for joining us today.
thank you, Neha ma'am, and the all listeners. Good evening to one and all. See, today my topic is innovation in education through values. So let's allow me or give me time to take you in the era or the word of the values, how we do these all things. I think everybody is able to see my screen. Neha ma'am, it's okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're able to see your screen. Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
So I'm running a school by name of Muni International School. And Muni is my mother name. Generally, people think that I am a monk type of the person, but no, Muni is my mother name. I am a mother child. I am ex from Indian Army. This is my background. And basically, I am from Uttar Pradesh, Balia. So, education is my passion because I know the it is only the tool by which you can change the world. You can design the world. But is it through skill? Is it through facility? Or is it through values? So I choose values. So the first thing is the first slide is innovation in education through values. I run one research and development division in my school. I run can uniform all the children? How you can uniform when even a single child is not same even the every next minute? So in 2006, I formed a research and development division in my school because there was a lot of the research and development in communication, in infrastructure, in arms, armament, and so many things. But for the human being, it was only psychology which was introduced in graduation. But once the child's shape and size is deteriorated or not formed properly in the childhood, how you can say, how you can claim a strong nation when the formation of a child is not designed as per what is required in future? So I designed a system, or I formed a station by name of Research and Development Division through values only. And values is what? See, values is not a cost, because in cost everybody can pay it. It may be 1 lakh rupees or maybe in millions and dollar, whatever, whatever. But values means which you cannot cost. Like what you can cost the faith or belief in between me and you. What the cost you can give me, my affection with you, my respect with you, what cost you can give. So these kind of things are known as a values. Generally, I talks in tangible and intangible. So the first slide is innovation in education through values. Now, why would forget civic culture or human development? Because India, who are the source of the culture and civilization. Because see, if you see on the Bharatiya Darshan, here the sanskar was the assets. No material things, no facility, no amenity, no buildings, or no such kind of material things. Only the culture or the sanskar was the assets in my darshan, in my ideology, in Bharatiya ideology. That's why the whole world which is created by this earth is known as Vasudev Kutumbakam. And the purpose of education was sa vidya vimuktaye. Otherwise, rest of all the knowledge or skill, it's just a skill, nothing else. It's just an art. If by this education you are not free from what you want, then it is something with, it's not a education. What we say in modern education, it's a freedom to want. But in Bharatiya education, it is a freedom from want. In modern education, you earn the strength to get the freedom to want. Here we get the strength to get the freedom from want. That's why we say sa vidya yava muktaye. Then there are three types of the schools of thought in practice in present. One is, it's all written on your screen: introspection, self analysis, critical analysis, systematic thinking, design thinking, complexity science. These type of the all designed word where the first school of thought runs. The second school of thought runs on to get happiness, satisfaction, pleasure from skill and convenience, and this all. And the third school of thought, what we want, कि समझ से दोनों को पाने का प्रयास किया जाए. Self analysis is also required, systematical thinking is also required, we require happiness also. Means in education we want skill and values all in as per the need. I'm not saying only that you have to collect the values at this much, you live everything. This is also not very good. But on the same side, it is also not good that you learn everything, you have everything, but you are not happy. There is no meaning of this. So these three type of the schools of thoughts are going on, and it is we human being who will decide to whom we have to select and to run our life. Now, Muni International School, as I told you, the Muni is my mother name. It's a design as an experimental come exemplary school. Whatever the learning gaps are there in the society, whatever the outcomes we are facing as a negative, whatever the shortcomings we are finding in society or in the world, it's a duty of the Muni International School to find the solution of that through values and produce children as an example, produce success as an example to the people or to the schools to inculcate in their school, in their practice to make this world heaven. Because I don't want heaven on the seventh sky. Here we values, our values are inculcated to find solution of learning gaps, and children's are the example. So, what is the meaning of the school? Generally, people think the school is a place where we teach something. No, children learn from everywhere. When he get up from his bed, he start learning. He start watching the behavior of the family members, of the society, of the all surroundings. So he need a place for discussion. So school is a place of discussion, correction, understanding, and celebration. Learnings happen everywhere, all time. He need a place for discussion. So school is a design, especially I'm talking about the Muni school. I want that every school should come on this level. So school is a design for discussion, correction, understanding, and celebration. Now, what is the philosophy of the Muni school? That every human being is born with unique talent and equipped with genius in him. Every child, even in the whole universe, you cannot find a single thing which is not useful for the human being and all the other orders. If you go to find a, a plant of, you can say, jahar ka podha, if you find a plant of jahar, jahar ka podha, it is also useful somewhere for in the disease or in other places. This poisonous tree is also useful at some places. There is no wastage in the whole world, in universe. When the small things are not useless there, how a human being can be useless in the world? His talent may be different. His usefulness may be different at different time, but he is not useless at all. So every human being is born with unique talent and equipped with genius in him. See, we have to design everything and drive with the values, execute with the skills, and let it evaluated by the impact. So we have to work on this. Now, we should think what type of the human beings we want in the world. So, dear friends, we need future global citizen with order of Bharatiya Darshan. What we think, because it is only Bharatiya Darshan which says whole world is not a village. Whole world is not a village at all. It's a Vasudev Kutumbakam. All people who are living in this universe, they are my brother and sister. In village, business may be possible. In village, competition may be possible. But in family, I cannot do any business or this kind of work. So it is only Bharatiya Darshan which speak the same sentence. Vasudev Kutumbakam, इस पूरी दुनिया का भला हो, सब प्राणियों में सद्भाव हो. This all, it's a tradition of the Bharatiya Darshan. Now, on your right side, you are finding a photo कि a democratic school of the brave new world where for impossible we act immediately, but miracles take time. Muni school is a democratic school means democracy doesn't mean 4951. It means every child is independent, every child is living in his or her स्व के तंत्र में बने रहना स्वतंत्रता कहलाती है. तो डेमोक्रेटिक स्कूल, मुनि स्कूल इज ए डेमोक्रेटिक स्कूल एंड इट्स अ वेरी ब्रेव न्यू वर्ड स्कूल. मीन्स knowledge or education is not the heredity of any caste, creed, or religion. Wherefore, impossible we act immediately, but miracles take time. Now, the head of a child or a human being, it should be, in order to global citizen with universal order, are intellectually strong. What do you mean by the intellectually strong? A doctor, pilot, or any philosopher, or what? Are they intellectually strong? No. The intellectually strong is the people who says कि coexistence is existence. If you are there, then my existence is there. If a person speak like this, he is known intellectually strong in for society. Now, how the chin should be? It should be personality developed. You don't carry any dogma, any kind of beard, or any kind of choti or anything. You being a smart, you can be intellectually strong. How your neck should be? It should be melodious, eternally and in form of pure. How your right hand should be socially strong, means against all odds of society. You should stand. Don't call police, government, or anybody. Society should stand against the odd things of the society, not police or anything. On your left hand, it should be physically strong, games and meditation, because all happiness can be enjoyed by the healthy body only. So this is the story of right and left hand, how your body should be. It should be spiritually strong and emotionally strong. Otherwise, clever people or smart people or conspirator, they will turn you as a extremist or anything. And how your foot should be. The right foot, positive attitude, think or understand. On your left, right behavior, learn practically. So these kind of person we want, at least in present scenario. If we reach to this, we will think of the Dev Manav and Divya Manav. Because this is the story of the Manav only. We looks like Manav, but somewhere inside us, Pasu Manav and Rakshas Manav is there. Now, we are the school to constitute research and development division, as I told you earlier, for study to family, present and future need as per the participation in order to mutual contentment and humanization of education, where we work 50% on academic, 30% on values, and 20% on why values. Dear friends, we know it's a values, but we must know why it is required to me. If it is not, then any time it can be changed by any person. So, and that the percentage of this values and academic, when the skill will transform in machines in digitalized form, automatically 50% will go down and this 30 and 20% will go up. So it's not a fixed criteria कि only 50% in academic or 30% on values and 20% on Y values. It may be up and down as per the need and the time. Now, research R&D division. Here, all the stakeholders for a child, they works together where the parents, children's management, and different experts of the society as a stakeholders they works on this. Because Gallup report we find that 85% people are not happy in their job because they are there because it was in demand, it was in need, so they are there. So we design IPDS. IPDS means inherent potential discovery system. So we designed this system and we worked 17 years continuously on different near about 1,000 children to see their reports, to see, understand, and analyze their progress, and for selecting their career and the goal, and this all kind of things. So instead of mass education, we should go on the individual education that we did in this IPDS as per the reference, direction, and need of the Gallup report. Now, a child is in a school and it is surrounded by at least four people, stakeholders. One is parents, who is the natural owner of the child. Second is school, who is designing the things for him. Third is society, where he is going to perform everything. And the fourth is the government. Dear friends, we find these four people as the stakeholders. But there are so many other stakeholders are also there behind the parents, school, society, and government. Like if you see the parents, drive forces expectation, society's achievements, and process their authority. In school, drive forces their environment, competition, other things. Process is teacher and content. In society, drive forces competition, name and fame, process criteria. So many other things is behind the what you find in front of you. And child is confused to whom he has to listen and to follow. Now, what the child is? Child is a living unit of unlimited potential and possibilities, aspirant of truth and justice. But how long he will be like this? Because every moment we say it's a white plate, it's a plain plate, and first time learner, this all generation. No, no, dear friend. He's not a first time learner because he had changed the body, but he's carrying the sanskar, perception, or whatever prarabdh whatever we say. Then what is the child centric learning? The child is that. Child centric learning doesn't mean child is the region of all your thinkings. So it is we have written here on, and whatever written there, generally in my PPT's presentation, I don't like to read them because to whom I am directing, everybody is capable to read it. So I will avoid to read this all, and as a glimpse, I will show you कि syllabus is designed for child, but it's not designed for child. It's designed for mass. It's a design for mass, not for the individual. So we have to think of this. Then what the child-centric meaning? Learning. Child works for self-learning, self-understanding, self-assessment, self-evaluation, and self-competition and participation in society. Because if you are whatever you are, try to be best in yourself only. Don't try to be the others. What we are trying, we are competing with every next person, and it is a crime against the oneself. If you are competing the next one or anyone, it is a completely crime against the yourself. And if you compete yourself, it is your victory on yourself. It is you versus you. So why you are competing others? Why don't you compete yourself? If you compete with others, what will happen? All kind of negativity, bullying, and everything will start. And you will not, after fighting or competing 100 years, you will not find the real satisfaction. Because to whom you are competing and winning, you went in his era, his boundary. Why are you going there? When the leaves of the one plant are not similar, two people are not similar, then why we are competing the next one? We should compete ourselves. So child-centric learning is only related to yourself only. What a nice thing is written in this PPT. In a single statement, you can say, you may be the Abhimanyu, you may be the son of Subhadra, you may be the son of Arjun. Your maternal uncle may be Sri Krishna. Your guru may be Pradhuman. Your guru may be Balram. But if you don't transform yourself in Eklavya, believe me, your thoughts, expectation, and all kind of belief, it will either kill in Mahabharata or in present scenario. And how long this society will bear this much loss? So I suggest, my dear friends, try to be Eklavya, being so many Abhimanyus or the best of the Abhimanyus. Now, learning with age. See, every age has the learning, different ability or style of learning. If you are from the 0 to 25, 0 to 2.5 years, then Anukaran is there. Follow elders. A child stands because he finds his family members in standing form. Whatever they speak, he also try to speak that without understanding the meaning. If it goes to 2.5 to 4 years, it's not a fixed age. It may be 10 to 20% up, maybe 10 to 20% down. Then it goes to Anusharan. Then 4 to 13 year Anusasan, 13 to 15 year Agyapalan, then Swanusasan, Parma and Vivek. From the very early age in Muni school, we try to inculcate to his subconscious, his or her subconscious mind with the habits, aptitude and attitudes, because at this age he don't have the logics. And once you frame his subconscious mind with the aptitude and aptitude, believe me, you are forming a best person. You are forming a great person. Now, what is the growth habits for the junior ages? So we go to the six habits we count as a growth habit. It's an auto response to situations of life. What's the first one? I am only responsible. Whatever happens, present, or whatever happened in my past, I am only responsible for that. Because I was having the ability or strength to say no, but I didn't say no. That's why I am suffering. In Mahabharata, Bhisham Pitama, who was the greatest warrior, because he didn't say no when the Draupadi was insulted, so he suffered 18 days of this pain. So every person is responsible for whatever is happening with him. The second is all problems is the test of your ability, talent, and strength. It may be hidden or whatever. The third is there is no negativity in the universe. Negativity is only the absence of the positivity. If there is a dukh, means there is an absence of the sukh is there. If there is a night, there is no existence of night in existence, because night is the absence of the day. If you may be very well rich person or good scientist, you cannot bring day in my night, but in your night time I can bring 1,000 time daytime by creating so many lights there. And the fourth is gratitude, Kritagyata. Fifth is Sankalp, and sixth is Sanyam. These six habits are there by which, if you prepare your child can be best in the world. Problem may be differ because I'm not the person who can predict what the problem is going to come and this child is going to face, but my child is ready to face everything Problem may be differ in different domain and different shape and size. Now, what is the expectation of a human by the education? First is स्वयं के प्रति विश्वास, श्रेष्ठता के प्रति सम्मान, स्वयं की प्रतिभा मीन्स टैलेंट के प्रति विश्वास, स्वयं के व्यक्तित्व मीन्स my you can say my personality. I have the faith for my personality. It's not a duel. Then the fifth one, the personality and talent. I know the balance, how to balance it. Fifth, व्यवसाय में स्वावलंबन के प्रति विश्वास. And seventh is व्यवहार में सामाजिकता के प्रति विश्वास. You will surprise I was suffering by the Parkinson. I think in next slides it will come. I was suffering by the Parkinson and hyperacidity. I sold by the fifth of this expectation कि प्रतिभा और व्यक्तित्व में संतुलन के प्रति विश्वास. I sold this. When the slide will come, I will narrate you how it happened. Then what is the purpose of the education? Education is for survival, it's not for survival, it's for living. Because for survival, your kidney knows how to behave that. For living in oneself, in family, in society, and in the world, the knowledge by which you do this thing, it is called education. That knowledge means जिससे जीवन उत्सव पूर्वक जिया जा सके, means I can celebrate Diwali, Holi, Eid, Christmas every day. If I can celebrate it every day, means I am Gyani. If you are educated, I don't want to see your receipt or your expensing receipt like a certificates. I will see you if you are healthy, first from mind, second from body. If you are the prosperous in your life, if every relation with or you are satisfied, and whatever is happening in the society, you are a participant of that. If you have these four kind of symptoms, I can say you are educated. And three ghosts are there on every educated person. First is लाभोन्मादी अर्थशास्त्र, means पैसा ही सब कुछ है. लाभ, profit is required, but craziness of profit is not required. Don't teach this kind of economics. The second one is कामोन्मादी मनोविज्ञान, इंद्रियों में ही सुख है. काम is required because family is required, but unmad is not required. Don't teach this kind of the psychology. Third one is bhogonmadi. Facilities are required, amenities are required, but craziness of amenities are not required. Don't teach this kind of social science. Suvidai Jivan Saliya, don't teach this kind of things. Or yeah, this expectation is not for 2021. It is in 4021 and in thousands of the 1021 also. And in every place, maybe in America, Africa, Afghanistan, everywhere, it is same. Now, what is the job to do in education? What is the job to do? First, to identification of yourself. The second one, identification of the relation and how I will fulfill it. The last one is वर्तमान के अभ्युदय में भागीदारी, कि what I will do in making this present best. I will tell you what my participation is this. These three works are required in education: to identify oneself first, then my relation with everything, and the third, how can make it best. These three things are required to do in education. Now, in the whole world, every person is living at four places. First one is experience, second thought, third behavior, and fourth is work. If you mark it P1, P2, P3, P4, whole the world and modern education are working on the behavior and the work. And we are working on the P2, which are for P3 and P4, we have made a law, we have made a discipline, may have made a boundaries. But we are working on P2. If by P2 they discuss, because I told you the school is the name of the place where You start your work with the discuss, correction, understanding, and celebration. Then the celebration goes in experience, and through experience, if we do behavior and work, it will you are creating harmony in the society. So we are working on P2. Now, what is the meaning of self competition? Because I told you, it is a competition with you versus you only. It is a process of to introduction of yourself with you only. This is called self competition. व्यक्तित्व का अर्थ पर्सनैलिटी एंड प्रतिभा का अर्थ टैलेंट. See, it is written there. It may be hard to read, to understand, but personality means how you behave with your society, how you live, how you move, how you behave them. And talent means samajdari, mandari, how you understand the things, why you do this thing, how you do this thing. This is called talent. When there is no balance of the personality and talent, then opposition start either by yourself or with the others. So it should be balance, talents and personality. 9. See, whatever we find it, 80% of disease are psychometrics. People says this we never eat the virus or the particle of the any disease. If talent is high and personality is less, it is called antarvirod. The result is Parkinson, diabetic, cancer, ulcer, and so many type of the pain, because talent is not getting to be shown to the peoples. If personality is high and talent is low, then opposition from outside. The result is stress, depression, jealousy, etc. type of the negative things. Because whatever people have assumed about you, you don't have the talent of that. I have tested myself, the Parkinson and hyperacidity. I am the live example in front of you who have solved my Parkinson, cure my Parkinson and hyperacidity without medicine by just balancing my personality and talent. Now, people ask me, what will be the syllabus of the holistic education or the real education and this and that? Then I say that nature is the syllabus of the holistic education. You see to all around your all type of the garden means plant word, animal word, material word. You will find everything is in the best order for their utility and complementarity. On your right side, there is a one screen we have pasted it there. Key on the bottom of this triangle, there is a physics, means all material world is there. How it came in existence by absolute energy, when it comes in the action mode, it created prime particle and quarks. By electron, proton, and neutron, it created star and galaxy. So same way physics turn in a chemistry, chemistry in biology, biology in botany, botany in geology, geology in anthropology, anthropology in humanity. On the second side, because spirituality and science are the two sides of the same coin, second side, अन्नमय कोश, प्राणमय कोश, मनोमय कोश, आनंदमय कोश, or विज्ञानमय कोश. In some books, Anandmay kosh on the top, Vijnanmay kosh on less, but it's near to each other. And we have written Guru mein Laghu miniature in master. You can understand it. There is physics in chemistry. Chemistry is not in physics. Please listen me carefully. The chemistry is not in physics. Physics in is in chemistry. Physics and chemistries are in biology. physics, chemistry, biology are in botany. Physics, chemistry, biology are in geology. This is all in anthropology, anthropology in humanity. And human beings are very less in numbers because उनसे कई गुना ज़्यादा हमारे पास जानवर हैं, पेड़ पौधे हैं, उससे ज़्यादा पानी है, उससे ज़्यादा धरती है. आदमी सबसे कम है. I have shown this man in a black picture because the acharan, behavior of this human being is not conform. You will find snake anywhere. You will find them non-vegetarian. You will find a cow. You will find it everywhere vegetarian. But to a human being, you will not find anything anywhere fixed. On Tuesday, he can say, I will not take non-veg, and Wednesday I will take this thing. So I've shown them by existential they are on the earth, but from the behavior side, acharan side, they are not fixed. So अस्तित्व ही सह अस्तित्व है. Existence is coexistence. The meaning of this कि Ashok Kumar Thakur is the name of the two things. Coexistence, my existence is based on the coexistence of two things, one body and one soul. Ashok Kumar Thakur is the name of the existence of one body and soul. Once this coexistence is broken, people will say, body le aao bhaiya, we have to do the last rituals. So existence is coexistence, and this is one of the truth. Teacher, what is the meaning of the teacher? Facilitator, motivator, supervisor, partner, the possibility of child. Teacher job is not to cover topics, but to uncover existence with the role of existence with coexistence. And it should go in nearer to far, known to unknown, tangible to intangible. We have designed situation creation, a clever system, and guided discovery. You can find them, these all, how we do these things. Then वेरी नाइस थिंग कि ज्ञान निर्णय पूर्वक होता है. वंस यू डिसाइडेड टू गेट इट, इट स्टार्ट कमिंग टू यू. घटनाओं से समग्रता, सार्वभौमिकता व सर्वव्यापकता नहीं आती. ज्ञान कोई घटना से नहीं आता, निर्णय से होता है. नॉलेज इज बाय डिसीजन. इवन डजंट ब्रिंग टोटलिटी, यूनिवर्सलिटी एंड ऑल परवेसिवनेस. Then, in our methodologies and personal quotients, so we are working on the 8 type of the quotients. Whatever we have designed methodology, in that EQ is there, IQ is there, SQ is there, vision quotient is there, adversity quotient is there, creative quotient is there, spiritual and experience quotients are there. So I designed 42 methodology where this all 8 type of the common. There are so many other quotients are there, but these common quotients you can find it there, and we have designed it. And when we study the impact, we mesmerize with our work, and that's why we have told it ki we are the experimental cum exemplary school. Now, one kind of design we have written there, UPLC. U means understand, P means problem, L means learn, and C means communicate. So, in Prachin Gurukul, it was said as a servant. Now the books are there as a Pathan, Chintan Manan. It's a P is there. Then Nidhyasan apne जीवन में डालना है, संगीत मेहता, communicate, cause, critical thinking, and create. So these methodology we have designed it, and I invite all of you to visit Muni School and see how we are doing it. First point of guided discovery, we go for the root, shape, and qualities of this. By teacher, we do this. Then we connect all the chapters with the relation, order, and coexistence to find subjects and surrounding. Every chapter is connected with these things. And being educated, then you learn to be healthy, to have the prosperity in your life. All relations should be satisfied and participant in the order. The job of the every child is, if you have learned, understood it, then teach next one. If you can do it, get the work done by others. If you know it, recommend it. उपयोगिता और पूरकता के अर्थ में, that's why the students sit in front of each others. They don't sit by keeping their face towards board. They sit in this way. You can say it's a peer learning in body form and in group reciprocal system. So every child from class second onward, they sit in a group only and they talk each others and solve or help each others. Because we knows the learning pyramid says these things. Ki when you teach others, by lecture you learn 5%, by reading 10, audio visual 20, demonstrate this all. And when you teach others, you learn 90%. And every child is assigned half kilometer near his house to go and to teach others, because when you teach others you learn better than that. देश का दर्शन और स्कूल का दर्शन दो नहीं हो सकते. देश और स्कूल के दर्शन का एकीकरण एकात्मकता इस संस्कृति व सभ्यता की सफलता है. दिस इज अ भारत बोध. We have designed it, children learn it and they enjoy, because just by language, you cannot claim that they are learning everything. But once they learn how their civilization and their country is great, automatically love with their country comes. I designed 40 methodologies. Now 2 more methodology I have designed it. So we have designed 42 methodologies. Some are work for the life skill, some classroom setup, pedagogy, and this all. So it is in front of you because time is very less. So we cannot go on every side, but it is there. Or I invite every people to come to see Muni School, how we are doing there. We are appreciated by the UNESCO, Asoka Foundation as a change maker, and we are the single partner school of the Japan government. We are appreciated by the education world 8 times. We are Delhi number 1, NCR number 1, 5 times we are India number 1, 3 times India number 2. So many awards are there. And it's not a Muni model, education model is not the ideology of any individual or institute, community, or any cult religion. It is the academic manifestation of the universe synergy and Bharti ideology. और वन माई रिक्वेस्ट इज दिस कि मैंने तो शुरुआत कर दी, मेरी शुरुआत से बदलाव होंगे, पर आपके जुड़ने से ही क्रांति होगी. परंतु ये जुड़ने का समय आप तय करेंगे या परिस्थितियां या विपत्तियां तय करेंगी. Who will decide to add with this model, either you or the calamity or the situation? A copy or clone of Muni Inter School is not only the opening of new Muni Inter School, but it is all perseverance and universality. Thank you. It's just a beginning. Any question you want to ask me, I am here with you.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking us through, the idea of Muni International School and the various philosophies through which basically you highlighted, the importance of values. And before we wrap up, we have one question for you, which is, what is the role of teachers in imparting values? Matlab, how can teachers, अच्छे से help students to embrace values and not just get in the rat race of getting good marks or good jobs? So because this is also sometimes overlooked, the importance of values. So how can teachers basically, since they are with the students all the time, help students in embracing values, important values, moral values, national values, global values, all values?
See, when we bring the teacher in the training, so we discuss with them what is happening in the whole world, because we have a very big, you can say, one board where the information from all our world from last 16 years we are pasting it there.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we bring them in that. You see, this is happening throughout this 200-year journey of the modern education, or 300 year of the modern education. This journey, we teach them कि whatever we have reached, it's neither the shortage of the things are there. If you stop the production of the cloth, next still for next 50 year, cloth are available in the market.
Yes, sir.
If you start producing the fruits or the farming things, world has the 30-year things are stored in the markets. So there is no problem of the food, of the cloth, of the ammunition, or whatever. It is only the problem of the mindset.
Yes, sir.
It is only the problem of the lack of the values. People are dying because of the values, not because of the food or their facility. We discuss with
Absolutely.
them. And a scientist is a scientist not because he is in a pain of that research, because his attitude is like that.
Absolutely, sir.
Once I think you have heard the story of the person who has designed the bulb, electric bulb,
Yes, sir.
when his team told him कि 9,900 times we have discarded and it is not, we are not going to get this bulb in this way. Then he said, right, you are very right. By 9,900 way, we cannot get the bulb. Now we have to find the other way by which we can get the electric bulb.
Absolutely. Absolutely, sir.
So it is all the attitude and aptitude. So we teach them, if you want to make your children best, go for the values, because skill can, the previous skill cannot make a ground of the future skill, but a
Absolutely.
values can be the answer of that. By this way, we train them.
That's a very wonderful answer, very futuristic answer, sir. Thank you so much for taking that. And before we conclude, thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. But if you would like to have, if you'd like to give a word to our parents as well, you talked in length about teachers, students, administrators. But if you have something for our parents as well, then we'd be very happy to hear them.
See, dear parents, your child is only the best child of the world. Don't see here and there. There is no any other child born the best in comparison of you. It is only and only your child. Don't try to make him Bhagat Singh, Albert Einstein, or anything. Try to make him what he is.
Absolutely.
Because Bhagat Singh cannot become Bhagat Singh in the present scenario.
Yes,
If
sir.
you take the again birth, he cannot be Bhagat Singh. Gandhiji cannot be Bhagat Singh. And Gandhiji was not able to make his child Gandhiji. Then why you are trying to make your child Gandhiji? You make your child whatever is in present scenario, and he is the best answer and best expectation of yourself. Believe me,
Absolutely.
I have done in this way.
Thank you so much. So that's a very, very wonderful advice for our parents that they should let their child be what the child wants to be. Because, as you said, bringing past figures does not match in today's scenario. That's a very wonderful thought. That's a very wonderful thought to wrap our talk on. And I think everyone who is watching and who will eventually watch the talk will definitely have a lot of takeaways from this talk given by Ashok sir. Thank you so much, Ashok sir, for joining us today and imparting us with your valuable knowledge. And we really hope to see you again.
Thank you, Neha ma'am. Thank you, my all listeners. I am available all time. Because otherwise, I comes Lucknow and I came to Bharti ma'am, and on
Yes,
Lucknow radio, I comes to tell these all things. And really,
yes.
you people are the best people. Do the
Thank you so
best.
much, sir.
God is waiting
Thank,
you. Thank you, ma'am.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you. We're
Thank you.
blessed.